And get rid of those last two electrons by heating them up and trying to force them away from magnesium. Well, let's see what happens. We're going to stick it in the fire.
Oh, what? Okay. He's sticking magnesium.
You ready?
Yeah.
Magnesium, metal, and we're trying to remove those electrons. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so don't look directly at it. See how bright it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to see fireworks. So just wait for it to heat up, and as soon as it heats up, we're going to see a color change. You see it happening? What color do you spot?
Yellow.
Okay, so anytime you see this color, when you're looking at fireworks, it's because it's copper that's producing it. Now we have other metals in the periodic table that can also have a similar effect as well and give off light. Let's take a look at some calcium. Calcium is very similar to calcium. Sorry, can't see, I need the light. A little bit of calcium might have a Now, why don't you see anything? The color that zinc heats up to is the same color as the flame. So it produces blue.
Remember,
You can't
kids,
see it, but
try this at home.
you don't really want to heat up zinc at home. You don't really have too many of these pure metals at home.
Okay.
They're stored in oil so that they don't come in contact with any oxygen or any moisture
There's
in
a
the air.
shield there in case something blows
So
up.
we're going to take them out of the oil and we're going to let them come in contact with some water.
Yeah.
What's the first element just below hydrogen?
Lithium.
Alright, that's the one we're going to start with.
Oh,
So let's get some lithium.
that looks suspicious.
Lithium, by the way, is a pretty strong drug. They sometimes use it for certain things.
Can I have some?
Take note.
Nothing.
Where did my lithium go? Here it is, lithium.
I
Alright,
stole it.
so
That looks like cough syrup.
I said it's
Strong drug.
That looks like a suspicious
Now this is
jar.
actually pure lithium, which you don't find in very many places. They really only sell this
You
in
can only
like
get it on
school
the
labs.
streets.
We're gonna take a little chunk
Probably got it
of
on the
pure
black.
lithium metal.
You probably got it on the black market. Black market lithium.
Okay, and I'm gonna wipe off some of this oil.
I'm just taking notes for
And
future
we're gonna
reference.
take this
Just so
and
I
we're
know
gonna
how to
place it
ingest this.
in the water. Now we know that these are very unstable and they're ready to give off those electrons as quickly as possible. So let's see what happens. Now lithium isn't going to be a huge response because it's actually pretty high in the periodic table. Let's check it out.
Can we do?
We're going to take a tiny little piece. Now I might have to actually keep the lights on for this one, but let's see if anything happens. If we don't see anything, I'll turn the lights off. On in the second one. All right, here it goes. Hear anything?
Yeah. Bubbling.
Okay, we can't see anything, but what's going on right now is that this thing is actually bubbling. Okay, so in the dark, can't see much.
Can't see much in the light.
We should probably add a bigger piece.
Okay, can we just add the whole jar?
Now, what do you think is happening to this water?
All its oxygen.
Actually, with the smoke that's coming off is actually hydrogen. You're right, the oxygen's combining with the lithium. And so let's take a bigger piece and see what happens here.
It smells?
It's kind of a strong scent. It's just hydrogen. Okay, do you see the smoke? Now imagine, having jewelry made of this and then going into the shower.
We need to do that.
So if you're gonna give Jordan a present, maybe something made of lithium might not be a bad idea next time he
I ate
showers.
some of his Christmas gifts.
And we'll be able to see it because he showers while he's on
If
the
this is
phone.
on the surface of your skin, what do you think's gonna happen to you?
It's gonna burn.
Yeah, it's gonna burn pretty bad. Okay, so that's lithium. kind of uneventful, too big to get in there.
Are your eyes okay?
Alright, here we go.
Okay. Oh my
Got a nice chunk there.
Yeah, it's too big. We gotta cut it.
No, it's fine.
Now the metal is so soft, when it's pure metal, you can actually cut it just by bending it into a smaller piece. Alright, we're gonna put a tiny, tiny little piece because this
Yum.
stuff is pretty unstable.
I'm okay with that. I feel like that's how my doctor
You okay with
described
that?
me. Pretty unstable.
Alright, back into the bin it goes.
Why did he put it back? No, we need to get a small piece because we don't want to blow anything up. I mean, we do, but nobody should keep like a lot out. That way we can just keep
We're gonna
dumping
err on
it
the
in.
side of caution, you'll see why in a second.
Like when we made those level. We just kept happened to science club. We kept getting all those Alka-Seltzers and just, yeah. We were like, no, don't put that much in. Stop shaking it. It's fine. The only club that's consistent is
Alright, here we go.
yeah, none of the clubs.
Now you can imagine why I don't want to touch this stuff with my hands, right? There's moisture on your skin.
Oh, so nice.
Can I have some?
Alright, here we go.
There's gonna be no water left.
I never get the
Set the
messages
lights.
for the African Caribbean Club, so I feel like we're turning the lights off. It's getting real. I feel like they think I'm skipping, but I just never know when the video is. Exactly. No one ever uses
You guys
it
ready?
online. I never get emails.
I'm gonna put a tiny, tiny, tiny little piece. Let's see what happens.
It's not focusing.
No, not much. Go something a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
You should have just put that big piece. Oh, something's
Ooh, it's smoking. Oh wow. Okay.
You know when your stomach feels like it's empty, but it like hurts, like it's burning? That's what it sounds
Is
like.
this going any faster or slower, this reaction?
Slower?
Do you see the piece of metal moving around?
Yeah.
She's floating around.
So it's a lot more
See it
unstable.
on my phone. Same.
All I want is to see something blow up. Really.
Happens when we get to like see
Like I'm
ya.
a very violent mood.
I feel like
You
that's
want
one of
something
these things I've
violent?
heard about.
Don't we do this stuff like that?
Yeah, I remember it. It was cool. Everyone filmed it.
I don't know why. They're pretty uneventful things that they're filming, but
Is something actually gonna like
It
happen?
looks really cool though.
don't tell them anything. It looks so boring.
It's
What?
dangerous. Stand back.
Smells like a fart.
Alright, here we go. It's time for some potassium.
I just laughed at a fart joke. I'm literally 4 years old.
Lisa, how many people are you allowed to take on it?
I don't know.
stop
I'm
breaking
sending
the
as many people as I can.
Faster!
This is an announcement from guidance for any student
Alright,
interested
let's
in
hit the
registering
lights.
for a night school
Lights,
course through the
please.
school board. Night
Here we
school
go.
registration
Better
forms are
happen this
available in the
time.
student
Yeah.
services room and guidance. Registration for night school and e-class online learning begins today. Night school classes will begin on February 20th. Please see your guidance counselor for more information.
Hey ladies, the Global Goals Club invites you to participate in their clothing drive. They will be collecting unwanted and destroyed clothing, which will be reused or remade into new clothing. They will be collecting from Monday, January 14th to Friday, February 1st. You can look for drop-off boxes in your homeroom classroom or in front of the main office.
Wednesday, January
supposed to be
16th, ACSA is having a meeting in Reedford.
I know, they kind of
Attention all members of Reachford
drug
Talk.
hands or
There will be practice during first lunch on Tuesday and Thursday and practice during second lunch on Wednesday and Friday. Please bring all outstanding permission forms to practice.
What's happening?
To all students with a gifted designation, please return to the IPRC invitation letters to Ms. Canner by Wednesday this week.
Okay, here we go. A bigger piece.
Yeah.
Attention all students writing the literacy test this year. Permission forms for the literacy test preparation class is available in the main office and in front of room 432, the art office. Please drop off completed forms in the main office or submit them to Mr. Choco or Ms. Pham by Thursday, January 24th.
That noise sounded like my dad!
What did she say? She go, yeah, Kayla said, "You're not the boss of me." "Yes, I am." "No, you're not." "Yes, I am." "No, you're not." I said, "Well, what happened, Kayla?" "Well, I pulled my pants down, sir, and I peed in the foyer." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, My mother said I wasn't going to the dance. She said she wasn't the boss of me, so I got mad and I peed. I said, all right, Kayla. Think I need to call the guidance counselor. But what happened? She says, you're going to clean that up. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Well, what happened? I went to my room. I left it. I came back out a couple hours later, and I looked at the pee on the floor. It was no longer there. My mom cleaned it up. So I said to my mom, I guess I am the boss. And she looked at her daughter and says, I don't give a crap. You're still not going to the dance. So that's who I was dealing with. Smart. Crazy, but super smart. And she says, sir, I want to do the Death of the Dinosaurs model. I said, Kayla, that's not even on the list. She goes, but you said we could do anything we did this year. I said, yeah, it's true. She goes, anything. I go, yeah. She goes, well, I want to do the Death of the Dinosaurs. So, sir, we learned about the iridium theory. I go, yeah, we did, which is the asteroid hitting us, right? I go, yeah, we did. She goes, we also talked about maybe it being volcanic eruptions that maybe killed the dinosaurs, choked the atmosphere, cut out the sun. I go, yeah, we talked about that. And she goes, also, didn't you say something about the theory that perhaps that they were cannibalizing their own eggs, that their food supply on the planet went down and all that, even though that's kind of like the third but most obscure theory? I go, yeah, we talked about that. She goes, well, I have an idea. I'm going to create a model that's going to depict all of this. I go, really? She goes, yeah. So I'm going to get my dad to build me a sandbox. I go, okay. And then in the sandbox, I'm going to put sand, and I'm going to create a model. I'm going to have little trees, and I'm going to get all these plastic figurines and stuff like that, right? And put them in. Yeah. She goes, okay, so I'm going to build a volcano in one corner, right? And I'm going to, baking soda and like food coloring, real easy vinegar, right? Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to talk about that, how it killed the dinosaurs. Oh, yeah? And she goes, and I'm going to have some dinosaurs over here chilling in front of some eggs. I go, oh, okay. What do you mean chilling? She goes, well, they're just going to be hanging out, like, eating eggs. And then I'm going to explain that. I go, okay. Isabella, I also see you filming here. Okay, so this is what she said. All right. So, who's not here? Yeah. Okay, she's at Rosemary Fawcett. Is it Wednesday today? Yeah. So she says this. I go, okay. And then she goes, yes.
Please send
okay,
this.
sir. And I want to the piece de resistance, the best part about it, what I want to do is I want to show this landscape that I created getting hit by an asteroid. How are you going to do that? She goes, I'm going to get like a styrofoam ball, I'm going to create a wick, like a string wick, and I'm going to put a little bit of gasoline on this model, okay, like pour a little bit of gasoline in the sand, and I'm going to light it, and I'm going to hit it, and it's going to go. I'm like, okay, Kayla, I don't know, you're lighting things on fire? She goes, yeah, but don't worry about it. I'll have a hose. I'll have some sand. Go, okay, let me run it by the principal. So I go to the principal. I go, look. I go, this is what she wants to do. What do you think? And then she knows the kid, and she's like, you know what? It's a good way to engage a student. She's enthusiastic about her learning. I'll make sure the caretaker knows about it. Just let me know what's going on. Da, 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 da. Okay, so you don't know Father D very well, but he has given mass. You know Father Delaney? Yeah. Okay, so you don't know him, so this is lost on you a little bit. But the day she built the model, she brought it into school the night before, or whatever. We had to go through the convent because it was so big, right? You had to go through the double doors that allow you to bring in like couches and things like that and food and stuff. And so we went through the convent. It was over there. So the next morning she comes to school with a water bottle like you play hockey. The plastic water bottles that are white and it's full of gasoline. So she's going around the school like this. and pretending she's drinking, right? And she's going into every class pretending she's drinking gasoline. Now only raging alcoholics will do this, you know when you watch wrestling it says, do not try this at home? Do not try drinking gasoline, okay? This is dangerous, okay? So she's pretending to do it. So Father Delaney sees this in his class. Now this is a man who wouldn't know if he skipped, wouldn't know certain things. He just was kind of oblivious to certain things. He finally, for once, decided to do something. So he takes the kid, he drags her upstairs to the principal's office and says, this girl is a terrorist and she's gonna blow up the school. Principal looks and says, oh, I know about it. It's okay, it's been approved. He's like, what? I finally did the right thing and what? And he just went back into his classroom and didn't bother. So, I was called down and I'm like, oh yeah, it's all approved, right? Anyway, so the whole school knows period 4 we're gonna do this. So we bring the model out into the quad. All the science and math rooms are over on that side. They're all looking out the classroom. And you're singing, burn, burn, burn. And she's like sitting there doing this. She's just a wee little thing. So a small little girl like this, right? Anyway, so she gets the model out. Her and her friend, she had a partner, right? So she explains the death of the dinosaurs. She's got like a Bristol board. She's explaining it all. And I'm like sitting there marking going, this is excellent. Wow, so nice to see a student that other kids don't, or other teachers think is like not capable, doing so well. Like look at how engaged she is, how motivated she is. It's amazing, 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 right? And then she gets to the the exploding part. So she had like a step ladder, like a 3-thing step ladder. So she lights the wick, right? She drops it, it hits. Sand goes up, just like we would happen if we were hit by an asteroid, and like a second later or 2 seconds later, boom, whole thing is on fire. And I'm like, this is really good. And all of a sudden, out of her pocket, she pulls out a live frog, licks it, and goes, the death of the dinosaurs. And she flung it like a frisbee. You saw it like going like this in the air. And everybody in the school was like, yes, yes. And you get this collective, oh, right? And it was like, oh. And then her friend was like, Kayla, it's like the grass is gonna catch on fire. So she's about to like pour sand on it, and then all of a sudden Kayla does this. Push her down flat on the ground so we could keep like it burning. So I was like, yeah, Kayla, like let's get the hose. So we put it out. So it was very anti-climatic at the very end. But that's what we do.